Welcome to Dungeon Crafters Guild. If you have been following along in our series, so far we learned how to make a gelatinous cube and we created a base to display it on. Today we are going to make a backdrop. I have one that I use for outside scenes that I made by attaching a Dungeon Master screen onto a curved piece of cardboard. But I didn't have anything to use to show a dungeon or interior of a castle or anything like that. So let's make one. To make the backdrop we'll need caulk, brushes, paints, gloves, the Green Stuff World flagstone roller, a cardboard sheet cake base, and a dark wash. Be sure to put your gloves on because this part is messy. Take your caulk and squeeze some out onto the cakeboard base. Just enough to cover the size of the roller. Now remember we only want a thin coating. Too much caulk and the roller will just smear it and make a mess. I had to try several times to get the correct thickness. Another tip is to allow each part to dry before rolling another section or you will get lines from the end of the roller on your part you just rolled out. Give it at least several hours or so to dry. Once the caulk has completely dried, it is time to give it a good black Magic Craft Mod Podge coating. I put several drops of ink into the Mod Podge. I think it was well over 10 and then mixed it up really good. I was a little overzealous with pouring this much Mod Podge out, and once I had it all brushed out I had to dab it up with a paper towel. After you let the base coat dry, it is time to start highlighting some of the individual stones. I chose a pale gray, I think a nutmeg, and a red color. When these highlights have dried, which shouldn't take long, it is time to coat everything in a dark wash. A dark wash is extremely watered down paint or a mixture of ink and water. When you apply it liberally, it should pull all the colors together and highlight the crevices. You may have seen in the preview for this video how the first coat came out. I didn't really like it. The red was just too bright for a dingy dungeon. So I repainted it again, but this time I chose a darker brown. Fortunately, I didn't have to give it another dark wash. One final thing that I did was I coated the bottom of the wall with dark Mod Podge in case you could see the bottom when using the round table. To get the wall to stand on its own, I began putting creases every half inch or so into the cardboard, until it creates a rounded back wall. I think it has come out well. I look forward to showing all the crafts we make using this new round table base and backdrop. If you liked our content today, please click the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified when we drop new content. See you next time in the Dungeon Crafters Guild.